When Love is Blind Season 8 cast member Ben Mazenga told Sara Carton that he didn't vote in the last election, didn't know much about George Floyd, and didn't feel one way or another about Black Lives Matter, it was a big red flag for her. She said on the show that she couldn't teach fundamental values to someone she's dating, so it seemed like Ben's apathetic political views were a deal breaker. But then she still got engaged to him anyways. So were viewers missing something big to explain why she stayed with him? According to Sara, the answer is yes. I do want to emphasize there are so many hours that we talked, like 20 to 30 hours total, maybe even more, Sara tells Entertainment Weekly. But of course, they're very intentional with what they show, and I'm glad that they show the conversations that we had. Sara explains that the show jumps around in chronological order, so not everything happened the way it appeared in the episodes. She says that there were more conversations in between that pivotal moment and when they got engaged. I went into proposal day actually not sure if I was going to say yes or no, because I wanted reassurance that these things would be something important for him to continue thinking about or talking about with me. Sara says, and so I went in there expressing that, saying I don't want to be your teacher. I want it to all come from internal motivation. I don't want you to do it for me. I want you to do it for you and for us and for everyone around us. During that conversation, Ben gave her the reassurance she was looking for. And Ben told me he is a man of his word, she says. He's a man of action, and he doesn't want to feel like I have that weight on my shoulders and that he would do that. And I trusted Ben, so I trusted his word. That's all we could do in the pods is trust our word. And so ultimately our relationship felt very seamless. That was the one thing that I needed the reassurance on. And so when I got that from him, it felt right. Part of their conversations in the pods revolve around Sara pushing Ben on his stance on LGBTQ+ issues, particularly in relation to his religious beliefs, noting that it was important to her as her sister is a lesbian. Sara says she didn't need Ben's views to perfectly align with her own, as long as he was willing to learn and have an open mind to other perspectives. I understand everyone is on their own different wavelength. Everyone's on kind of their own different path. She says, I do believe people can evolve and grow. And also I want to learn too. I want to have those conversations, see different perspectives. I want to just be able to have the conversations of talking about things that are happening in the world around us. I find that very valuable. She adds that Ben was really receptive to what she was saying, which is why she continued to date him in the pods and ultimately get engaged. He never was negative. He was always willing to talk about those things. She says, I felt like he was being somewhat vulnerable in the moment, too, of talking about that. He just hasn't really thought about those things. So at the time, I was like, we're able to have the conversations, and I want to have a partner that we're able to continue doing this together and progress. The response to her getting engaged to Ben despite his political views has been hard to process. However, hate is louder than love, and I've definitely been feeling it, she says. As for whether he voted in the most recent election, I don't know if he did, haven't asked, she says. The first 9 episodes of Love is Blind Season 8 are streaming now on Netflix. Episodes 10 to 12 come out Friday, February 28th, and the finale drops on Friday, March 7th.